Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very welcome, and I trust you enjoyed my last video on the iconic Christian artist Keith Green. He was a force of nature, this guy, piano, vocalist. He was just the all-round package, so I trust you enjoyed my tribute to him. We're going from there to 1982 in Fort Worth, Texas. Kelly Brianne was born, but due to a divorce of the parents at a pretty young age, her brother went to live with his father, I should say. Sister went to live with her aunt, but Kelly stayed with her mum. She was raised Southern Baptist, and it was actually when Kelly was in school corridors singing one day, someone took notice and said, "Hey, can you please audition for the school choir?" Which she did, and that's where she learned singing. And she went on to perform in some of the school musicals as well. The girl we're talking about is Kelly Clarkson. Now, we'll get on to how Kelly got into the showbiz world in a minute, because it's a pretty amazing story, this one. Colleges were starting to circle around Kelly because they knew this girl could sing. But she said, no, I don't want to actually be, I suppose, pigeonholed into a particular way. So she declined a number of full scholarships, including the Berklee College of Music. She did finance a demo. She thought, well, I actually want to give this thing a bit of a go. And she did get approached by a record label, but they wanted to turn her into a bubblegum pop princess, and Kelly just didn't want to do that. And so she turned that down as well. So very much at the start of her life, she was trying to plot her own way in the world. In 2001, she moved to Los Angeles, and she did do a number of small TV appearances, including Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Dharma and Greg. But it wasn't quite working for her there, so she did move back to Texas. It was around that time she was encouraged to audition for the first season of American Idol in 2002. Now, she would go on to win that particular contest, that competition. This reality television music thing was a pretty new thing back around this time. And so I think to be the inaugural winner of American Idol is a pretty big deal. Like Guy Sebastian over here in Australia, Kelly Clarkson shot onto the world stage at this point. The lead set, the single from American Idol, A Moment Like This, just really captures the whole essence of what it means to win a show like American Idol. So we've got a live version of her singing that. So that would become her debut single, and this particular single went from number 60 to number 52 and to number 1, and this broke a pretty big record to be the biggest jump to number 1 since the Beatles some 38 years earlier. So Kelly Clarkson was on the crest of a wave. She would become part of 3 record labels: RCA Records, 19 Recordings, and S Records. So the world was waiting for a new album, a debut album to come out, and Thankful came out in 2003. This was a blend of pop, R&B, and gospel. Some of the critics said were incredible vocals, just so effortless and charming, and Kelly just glides through the octaves. This album would get to number 1, selling 4.5 million albums worldwide. So Kelly Clarkson already was a force of nature. Back in the time when there weren't a number of finalists of these shows circling around, she was basically it, and so the world loved her for that. So the song Miss Independent came out again. This is again capturing the essence of who Kelly Clarkson is. She wants to be her own artist. And we got an AOL session clip of this song from 2004. This song's all about someone who's kind of this young, independent woman, but she also wants a relationship as well, but she doesn't know how to be independent and to commit at the same time. The world so resonated with Kelly's performance here that she was actually nominated for a Grammy for these vocals. It was in 2003 that she actually made her film debut in 2003 from Justin to Kelly. She would also be asked to perform on World Idol in that year, and she sang, you make me feel like a natural woman. World Idol was in London. This is actually a massively demanding song, and it needs a really big voice to be able to pull it off. Kelly Clarkson absolutely nails this performance, absolutely. So we've got a live clip of that one below. So Kelly Clarkson was on the crest of a wave, really, at this point. You know, to be on World Idol is a pretty massive thing. But ever restless, I think, to find her own sound, Kelly Clarkson wanted to reinvent herself into more rock-orientated music. Kelly Clarkson would embark on some driving anthemic tunes. She would co-write 6 of the songs for the iconic Breakaway album. Now, Breakaway was absolutely massive. It debuted at number 3 on the charts. It would sell 12 million copies, and it would be number 1 on the adult contemporary chart. So this album was absolutely huge. Below we've got the official clip. Now the official clip also features some clips from Princess Diaries too, because this song also appeared, the song Breakaway actually appeared in that movie. We've also got a live version below. This is a perfect song for Kelly Clarkson to sing. I think in many ways her voice just has a bit of a rock edge to it, and it enabled her to show it off. Breakaway, we all know the song, don't we? It's all about the little girl sitting in the car. If you look at the official clip and how she wants to get out of the life that she is in into something more, into something bigger. And you'll actually see this hope and dream and wish for the world actually come true as the clip progresses. As she goes from a small country town to fame and worldwide notoriety. But one of the lines that she says in the song is, but I'm not going to forget the ones that I love. Because she acknowledges, like anyone, that we all have a start somewhere, and we need all need encouragement to do what we do. We needed encouragement to audition for American Idol, as an example. If we don't have those people whispering in our ears, we'll never do anything. And also the hope, though, that of breaking away. Hey, look, I do want a life. I want my life to take off. I want my life to matter, and I want my life to make a difference. So there's 2 things going on here. We've got the grounding of the people that we love, supporting and encouraging us, but then also being brave enough to actually let loose and let fly. And so to be able to sing this song in hindsight, like Kelly Clarkson has been able to do, is pretty much acknowledging her journey, acknowledging where she's come from, not forgetting where she's come from, but also where she is now, is a pretty good thing to be able to do. So Breakaway was a massive song for her, and for all of us who are in this thing of breaking away, having to take a risk and go for it, well, you know, why wouldn't we do that? Because there's only one life to live, and we need to make the most of it. So, you know, what are you doing today to shake things up a little bit? So I hope that will be encouraging for you today. Another massive song off Breakaway was Since You've Been Gone. Again, really typifying Kelly Clarkson's very powerful voice. This song got to number 2 in the Hottest 100. This was the lead single of Breakaway. And so we've got a clip of that one below. She would receive 2 Grammy Awards for this year for Best Vocal Pop Performance and Best Vocal Pop Album. So she was getting acknowledged by the industry here. In 2007, ever wanting to continue to reinvent herself, out came My December. We've got the song Never Again. This album sold 2.5 million copies, and we're going a little bit darker here with some of the themes. Obviously, life in the limelight can be challenging, and I think for Kelly to acknowledge that is a pretty big deal. So we've got the official clip of Never Again. In 2009, out came All I Ever Wanted. And My Life Would Suck Without You it came off this particular album. This went from number 97 to number 1. And she also got a Grammy Award for Best Vocal Album. Now, we've got 3 versions of this song below. We've got the official clip, we've got a live clip, and we've also got the clip from the show Glee. This song was used so well in this particular series. They just won finals, and one of the 2 main characters, he realises actually that he likes her, and he stops her from leaving. My life would suck without you. You know, I'm messed up, but you're pretty messed up too. But we'll work out this stuff together. And I think one of the things we've got to realise, if we are thinking about breaking up, you're going to be on your own. Now, you might be thinking, oh, thank goodness for that. I'm really, really glad that's happening. Or it could be, oh, hadn't thought about that bit. How much in my life actually are they? Would I miss them? If the answer is yes, it's never too late to change your mind, is it? But along with that comes some conversation around, what's going on. So we've got 3 versions of All of My Life Would Suck Without You below. Kelly Clarkson is a force of nature. She's been categorised as her high tones are sweet and pillowy, her growl is bone-shaking and sexy, and her mid-range is amazingly confident. She's got a boatload of vocal confidence, almost a soul R&B. A siren inspired by such people as Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and in particular, Aretha Franklin. She's had a stack of number 1 singles on the Billboard charts. She's sold 25 million albums and 45 million singles. She's been categorised as the number 19 on the top 100 greatest greatest women in music. And between 2003 and 2023, she's had 10 studio albums, 8 EPs, 1 compilation album, and 56 singles. As I said, sold around 25 million albums. 4 American Music Awards, 3 Grammy Awards out of 17 nominations, 197 nominations. She's won 87 times. So well and truly acknowledged, not just by the industry, but also by the fans. So it's great to give tribute to the inaugural winner of American Idol 2002. I think it's a closer case of she needed to be discovered, because look where she has gone. So the links to those 10 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video on Keith Green, so if you want a recap on him, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Life Reflections to Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get onto Kenny Loggins, who had some of the most iconic songs in movies. So I'm going to get on to him next time, particularly in the 80s. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.